What's up, everybody? This is another Apples and Oranges update, and I'm sure most of you heard or you're probably seen the disgusting video of this white kid being like beat up and tortured and forced to drink from a toilet seat by four black people. Now, I don't know if they're Black Lives Matter or just Chi-raq savages. I mean, this happened in Chicago, but they appeared to scream "fuck white people" and "fuck Donald Trump" in the middle of this Facebook live stream, and continue to torture this kid. Now, some people are saying this because he's a Donald Trump supporter. There's no reasonable excuse why this should happen. If this was to be like, let's say if this was reversed, and it was four white people beating up a black kid, making a black kid drink from a toilet seat, toilet bowl and shit, this shit would be breaking news across the globe. There will be a race war right now. There will be reports of black people just randomly fighting white people, and no matter what city is taking that, because it's disgusting. It would be horrifying. It would be like it would be the Armageddon if it was reversed, but it's not reversed. And like I said, we live in a era where it's like it's systematic racism, where it's like we're forced to believe that there is like a strong sense of like we're in a racist sensitive time with whites hating blacks and stuff like that. It's not really like that, though. We're trained to look that way, and we're more trained to look that way even now that Donald Trump's our president, because somehow he's a racist. I still have been looking up and looking for real research of him, of evidence of him being a racist or against black people or hating black people, but somehow us blacks are not fucking smart enough to find that out on our own. We listen to fucking CNN and what these like super liberal people want us to think, and this is a liberal ran country, so we pretty much pick up the trend and follow it. So these black kids beating up this white kid probably has not one political bone in their body, and honestly, this is Chicago. Usually it would be a black man getting either killed. They don't torture black people in Chicago. They just shoot and kill them. So, unfortunately, this happened. I don't think it's going to get the same attention or the same coverage as it would if it was reversed. And not to say that that I don't support this type of shit. I don't support anybody that's with this whole anti-Trump rhetoric. This bullshit. I'm not going to sit there and force myself to believe that he's racist based on what they tell me. You know what I mean? So, but this shit is ridiculous, and that's why. And people wonder why my random tweets about Chicago, when I'm throwing out stats out there, and people get upset. Why are you upset? It's facts. It sucks, and this just goes to show you that there's. We live in a fucked up society, and we're being really manipulated for the way that we think. Like I said, it's going to be a shame because this thing is not going to get any more coverage. They don't even want to tell you that the attackers were black, and some of the news reporters, they don't want to tell you that the victim was white. They'll just tell you 4 were attacked or one was victimized. They're afraid to put the color on these people. But like I said, if it was verse, we'll be told to march. We'll be walking up and down our cities. We'll be calling Jesse Jackson and fucking Al Sharpton, calling all of them. You know what I mean? Equality isn't making up for what happened in the 50s and in slavery time. Equality isn't while we find there's a white president and White House again, and all hell breaks loose. It's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? This is bullshit pretty much. And like he says, sometimes we're too dumb to think for ourselves. And honestly, I'm not gonna step a foot close to Chicago. You know what I mean? But the thing is that black people in this generation, in this new age, incriminate themselves every fucking day by doing dumb shit and recording it and live streaming them murdering people, live streaming them fucking gang raping a bitch, live streaming them doing a hate crime. This is technically a hate crime. Fuck white people, fuck Donald Trump, and you're torturing a white guy. Like, this is a quote unquote hate crime. March to that. You know what I mean? Oh, we talk about peace, talk about love and togetherness. No, but we watch it, we sit this and watch this shit happen. And look how fucking stupid this makes us. Now, imagine if like the white people see if white people really were thought like how we think, like when we're being fed this bullshit to the media. This this should in a sense raise an eyebrow to them and make them look at blacks a certain way, but they won't, because it won't get that coverage. Now, like I said, those actions don't speak for me. Like I said, I'm not a Hillary supporter. I wasn't a Donald Trump supporter, but I wasn't going to fucking march, scream, and shout because he won the election. He won. I didn't want Hillary to win, but shit like this gotta stop. And like I said, it won't get coverage. There won't be anybody marching to it. It's a double standard, you know. But people gotta understand. The media, the liberals tell you that you're oppressed and that you're not gonna make it far because people like Trump and stuff like that, they're gonna keep you down. They're gonna bring back racism into the country and shit like that. And if you think about it, in terms of racism has been no worse than it was before our time, and it hasn't much changed in the last 10 to 15 years. Sure, there's racism, but what they're telling you is a lie. And so, what there's propaganda and this promotion of hatred. When they speak about Trump, they promote it with hatred and racism and sexism, and they deliver it to you guys and feed it to you, and you react to what they tell you, and shit like this happens. And because it's reversed, it's not going to get news coverage. But if that was a black kid laying there drinking from a toilet bowl, oh hell, we'd be ready to fight. Apples and oranges. That's all I got for you guys today. I know many of you may disagree, and some of you may agree, but this is fucked up, and I don't condone it. And like I said, we live in a liberal-based world where, you know, we kind of see the half racism. I'm out of here.